Clint Walker, born Norman Eugene Walker on May 30, 1927, in Hartford, Illinois, rose from modest roots to become one of the most recognizable faces of American television during the golden age of Westerns. Raised in a working-class family during the Great Depression, Walker learned early the values of discipline, resilience, and self-reliance. He left high school early and worked a range of physically demanding jobs, from factory labor to riverboat crewman, before serving honorably in the U.S. Merchant Marine during World War II. Standing and imposing 6 feet 6 inches tall, with a deep, steady voice and calm presence, Walker possessed a natural gravitas that set him apart long before Hollywood took notice. His path to stardom was anything but calculated, shaped instead by persistence, hard work, and a quiet confidence that would later define both his career and his legacy. Becoming Cheyenne and defining a genre. Walker's life changed dramatically in 1955 when he was cast as Cheyenne Body in the television series Cheyenne, the first hour-long Western to achieve major success on American television. Airing on ABC, the show helped establish the network and transformed Walker into an overnight star. His portrayal of Cheyenne was marked by moral clarity, restraint, and an unshakable sense of justice, resonating strongly with audiences in a post-war America searching for steady heroes. Unlike flashier characters of the era, Cheyenne embodied quiet strength and principled masculinity. The series ran for 8 seasons, from 1955 to 1963, and Walker's performance became a defining blueprint for the television Western hero. His influence extended beyond ratings, shaping how courage, honor, and decency were portrayed on screen for years to come, expanding beyond television stardom. While Cheyenne made Clint Walker a household name, he did not limit himself to television. Over the following decades, he appeared in a variety of films that showcased his versatility within action and Western genres. One of his most celebrated roles came in The Dirty Dozen, 1967, where he played Samson Posey, a quiet yet formidable soldier whose strength concealed surprising depth. Walker also starred in Western films such as Yellowstone Kelly, Gold of the Seven Saints, Night of the Grizzly, and More Dead Than Alive, each reinforcing his screen authority while subtly expanding his range. Though Hollywood often cast him as the strong, silent type, Walker approached each role with professionalism and care. He also explored guest television appearances and voice work, proving that his talent extended beyond physical presence alone. Resilience in the face of personal trials. Behind the camera, Clint Walker's life was marked by extraordinary resilience. In 1971, he survived a near-fatal skiing accident when a ski pole pierced his heart, an incident so severe he was briefly pronounced dead. His miraculous recovery became part of Hollywood lore, reinforcing his reputation as a man of uncommon strength. Walker also endured deep personal loss, most notably the tragic death of his daughter Valerie later in life, a sorrow he carried with dignity and privacy. Rather than seeking public sympathy, he maintained a quiet composure that reflected his lifelong values. Friends and colleagues often remarked that Walker faced hardship the same way he faced success, without spectacle or complaint. These experiences shaped him profoundly, reinforcing the stoic endurance that audiences admired on screen and respected in real life. A private man in a public world. Unlike many stars of his era, Clint Walker lived largely free of scandal. He valued privacy, humility, and gratitude, often expressing sincere appreciation for the fans who supported him over decades. After retiring from acting in the late 1990s, Walker remained connected to the Western community, attending fan conventions and responding personally to letters from admirers. He understood the cultural importance of the Western genre and took pride in having represented its ideals with integrity. Though mainstream popularity of Westerns eventually faded, Walker's contributions helped preserve their spirit for future generations. To many fans, he symbolized a more principled era of storytelling, where heroes were defined not by bravado, but by moral strength and quiet resolve. Love, marriage, and family life, Clint Walker's personal life reflected the same steadiness that defined his career. He was married 3 times, each marriage lasting nearly 2 decades and representing different chapters of his life. His first marriage to Vera Garver began in 1948 and produced 1 daughter, Valerie, who later made history as one of the first female airline pilots in the United States. Though the marriage ended in divorce in 1968, Walker remained deeply proud of his daughter's achievements. In 1974, he married Giselle Hennessy, whose calm presence brought stability during a quieter phase of his career. After her passing in 1994, Walker eventually found companionship again with Susan Cavallari, whom he married in 1997. Their relationship, built on friendship and mutual care, lasted until his death. A professional rivalry, not a public feud. During the height of television westerns, Clint Walker and James Garner emerged as 2 very different leading men under the Warner Brothers banner. While Garner's Maverick thrived on charm and humor, Walker's Cheyenne emphasized seriousness and moral conviction. Their contrasting styles reflected broader differences in personality and approach, rather than personal animosity. Walker was known for discipline, loyalty, and respect for studio structure, while Garner was more outspoken and willing to challenge authority. These differences occasionally created tension in a competitive studio environment that often encouraged comparison between its stars. However, Walker avoided public disputes, choosing restraint over confrontation. Any discomfort between them stemmed less from personal hostility and more from clashing philosophies about fame, professionalism, and how to navigate Hollywood's power structure. Different paths, shared legacy. Though often contrasted, Clint Walker and James Garner ultimately represented 2 equally important interpretations of American masculinity on television. Walker embodied steadiness, honor, and physical strength, while Garner offered wit, independence, and irreverence. Both approaches resonated with audiences and contributed to the enduring popularity of the Western genre. Walker never sought to diminish others to elevate himself, preferring to let his work speak quietly but firmly. His reluctance to engage in gossip or rivalry earned him respect even among those who differed from him. In hindsight, the perceived tension between these stars speaks more to Hollywood's competitive culture than to any lasting personal conflict. Time has allowed fans to appreciate both men without choosing sides, recognizing the value each brought to television history. The final chapter of a lasting legend. Clint Walker passed away on May 21, 2018 in Grass Valley, California, just days before his 91st birthday. The cause was congestive heart failure, marking the natural close of a long, full life. He was survived by his wife Susan, his daughter Valerie, and extended family who remembered him as a devoted, gentle presence rather than a towering celebrity. Tributes poured in from fans who grew up watching him and from peers who respected his integrity. Walker's legacy endures not only through reruns and films, but through the values he represented. In an industry often defined by excess, Clint Walker stood apart as a man of quiet dignity, lasting strength, and unwavering character, leaving behind a legacy as solid as the heroes he portrayed.